annuities are not built the same. And wait. Before you scroll, because I said the A word, just know that I agree. Most annuities stink. But that doesn't mean that all annuities stink. And so we created a proprietary annuity refinance calculator. And I'd like to show you the results 1 year in for our average customer. For the sake of our video, we will call these clients B and C. I met B and C a number of years ago, and they had an annuity that they had purchased when interest rates were significantly lower than they are today. And we looked at that annuity and we analyzed it, and what we found was the most that they were going to be able to make due to the provisions of their contract was 3% in the best case scenario. Now, B and C are very conservative investors, but 3% stinks. They had been promised that their annuity was going to deliver everything that if you've been pitched an annuity, you've heard. It's going to be great. It's going to protect you. You won't lose your money. There's going to be opportunities for interest. And while they were not going to lose their money, and it was protected, those opportunities for interest were so low that they weren't even going to keep up with inflation. And so our calculator took their information and showed them, if we refinance to a better annuity that has the features that you thought you were getting, what would happen? And we made that move. And I want to report back to you the results because they're phenomenal. So here's what we did. We want to make an apples to apples comparison. We don't want to show them something that they don't have and promise them something that we can't deliver. And so our calculator makes some very modest assumptions that we can back up. But their product, their annuity that they owned, was only going to pay them, in the best case scenario, 3%. So here's what we did. They had $418,000 in place at the time. 3% interest rate at the very best was going to pay them $12,500 in interest. Not great considering you can get that on a high yield savings account today. But what we knew was that there was an annuity that could give them exactly what they wanted. The safety and the protection of not being invested in the market and watching their account fluctuate, but also give them a fair rate of return. We applied a bonus. This particular product that we use has a bonus, and their starting value day one went from $418,000 to $475,000. A year in, we've applied to them over $20,000 in interest, both between a fixed rate of 3.5%, which was higher than they were going to get in their best case scenario, and an S&P linked interest credit, which was 6% for this year. More than double what they would have gotten their best case scenario on their previous product. And so their value today is $497,708. In 1 year, we went from $418 to $497. We've doubled what they can make in their interest, and we've maintained their safety net. See, it is impossible for us, once this interest is credited, to ever lose it. It becomes our new principal, and it adds on, and now we move on to the next year. B and C are very conservative investors. They don't like the market. They don't like to watch their money go down. And they're okay with giving up the potential of making 20 to 25% in the market if and when the market runs like that to trade off for not getting losses. But the mistake that people make is thinking that all annuities are the same. See, most annuities are designed to either benefit the company that's selling them or the agent that is recommending them. But there is a subset of products out there, just like this one, that can achieve everything that B and C want without the restricting limitations of interest payments like they had on their previous contract. Our proprietary calculator is free to use. If you own an annuity and you're tired of all the BS that comes along with this industry, hop onto our calculator, plug your values in, and see how much higher your benefits will be. As always, we don't collect your data, And unless you request that we reach out, we are not going to market you simply because you used our calculator. There are no cookies and there is no data capture. So feel free to use our calculator without the risk of 5,000 people calling you because you entered your information. We don't ask you for your personal information. We give you access to this calculator for free. Use it, reach out, and if you think we can help you, like we did B and C, we're more than happy to do it, and we never charge a fee for our service. See, these refinancing moves pay me every time we do them, but not out of your money. See, this company pays me to market their product. These companies pay me to market their product out of their marketing budget, not out of your funds. And so B and C made this move, came out positive, and have earned significantly more in interest this year because they refinanced. Check out our calculator and see what we can do for you.